Hey, a little piece of advice for all of the NFL teams out there, and in fact, this could go for any professional sports team or college team for that matter that looks to redesign their uniforms, helmets, jerseys, what have you. Save the money. You don't need all those millions spent on designers and consultants, because the Denver Broncos just gave you Exhibit A in why that is a complete waste of money. Hey, just a reminder before we go any further to subscribe to the channel. Click on this button below me. That way you'll get automatic notifications, be amongst the first to know when we've got DA deep dives like this up fresh and hot on the channel. Also, when we go live on Sunday nights for Watch DA Live at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Click on this button. So the Denver Broncos just unveiled their new uniforms. And by and large, there is an overwhelming consensus. And that is that the best version, the best jerseys that they unveiled are their throwback jerseys. Their salutes to the 1977 Orange Crush uniforms in which they won the AFC in dramatic fashion. They got through their hated rivals like the Oakland Raiders. Mile High was rocking, and they went all the way to the Super Bowl that year where they lost to the Cowboys, but still an iconic year, an iconic moment in Denver Broncos franchise history. Now, those uniforms are pretty close to what John Elway wore for most of his career, and pretty close to what the Broncos wore throughout the 80s and then into the 90s as well before they changed their uniforms in 1997. Now look, we all can agree that these uniforms are nostalgic. They're romantic, fine. But they're also awesome. That horse jumping out of the D on the helmet, the orange tops combined with the light blue helmet, the white pants, everything just looks so clean and crisp. Well, in 97, the Broncos wanted to update their look. And in the late 90s, this was happening. Teams looked at what they had worn for a number of years and said, how do we sell more jerseys? How do we sell more merchandise with logos on the hats? And so the Broncos revamped. Now, at that time, they could make the argument we had never won a Super Bowl in those other jerseys. We were 0-4 in those jerseys in the big game. So we got to change it up for better luck. And we got a 90s mishmash of stylistic horse with the weird stripes and the hooks underneath the armpits, sliding all the way down to the jerseys. I mean, this was a very 90s look. And at the time, okay, now it needs updating. But what the designers gave us, what the consultants gave us with the Broncos, is just a meh version of those jerseys. Now, this is classic because you're getting the consultant speak when a bunch of Gen Zers sit around a boardroom and somebody says, oh yeah, that's a great idea. I am seriously obsessed with that name. Sunset Orange, which is kind of the orange the Broncos have always used, but a little bit duller. And now we have a sleeve cap that's supposed to represent the mountains. We have triangles in the numbers that are supposed to represent the Rockies. We have Summit White, and on the tag is 5280, the elevation of Denver, which has now officially been overdone because the Nuggets have used this for how long now, and we've seen it on courts and other places around Denver. And then there's Midnight Navy, and I guess this is some type of evil love child between what the Broncos had changed their jerseys to in the 90s with whatever modern Nike brand speak is out there. Frankly, it just looks like a college team. In fact, what the designers and consultants gave the Broncos and the rest of us is just a lesser version of the Boise State Broncos. Broncos advantage? The college team. Are these better than what the Broncos had been wearing? They're a little cleaner. We don't have the weird hooks in the armpits and down the legs anymore. The helmet stripe isn't an arrow pointing forward anymore. That's a win. But I mean, look at how uninspired these are. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it is so obvious that you have all of these people that are supposed to be professionals in the industry, brainstormers, ideas people, fashionistas, trying to create the next cool, hip thing. What's going to be trending on social media? What will the kids wear? What's going to make a splash? And at the end of the day, let's just keep going back to what my personal refrain is. Just Google your team's jerseys in 1987 and then go back to them. Everybody will applaud them. Everybody will love them. Everybody will buy the merchandise. We don't need you. The boardrooms, the storyboards, the narratives. Just a waste of money. The Lions went retro. Nailed it. The Jets went retro. Nailed it. The Broncos went retro for one alternate uniform. Nailed it. Sorry, but let's put all the designers out of business because it's just a waste of money. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate ya. Remember to subscribe to the channel by clicking on this button right here. That way you'll get notifications when brand new episodes of these DA Deep Dives come out, or a fresh episode when we go live and watch DA live Sunday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm DA, Damon Amendolara. We'll see you next time, everybody. Thanks for watching.